Hello, here we are with a speaker test of the Sony Xperia E1 and the HTC One M8. Now they're very different devices, but both of them focus on their speakers. Now the M8 has exceptional sound quality, whilst the Xperia E1 is very loud at sounds capable of 100 decibels. Now that does depend on the type of music you're playing. Now this is by no means a scientific test, but what I'm trying to do is give you an everyday sort of real-world example of playing music on the device. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play the exact same track for about the same period of time, and you'll see the decibel meter over here sort of registering the sound. So as I'm speaking, it's dropping between the mid 60s to mid 70s. So I'm going to play the tracks and hopefully we can get a comparison in the actual audible volume and also the quality. And hopefully what you should see is the E1 is pretty loud, but the quality isn't there in comparison to the HTC One M8. So let's go into the song here. So we're going to play this track and I'm going to try and hold it sort of similar sort of way and play the sound sort of for a period of time about the same. So here we go. So there's the E1, so you could hear it's quite loud. It's getting up into the 80s there on the decibel meter, but the quality was a bit patchy. It sounded a bit tinny in places and a bit sort of screechy. So we're now going to play the exact same track on the HTC One M8, and now this benefits from dual stereo speakers, whereas the E1 just has one single speaker on the back. So here we go. So there we have it. So hopefully you will have seen there that the M8 kept the sort of decibel meter down at a lower level, around the sort of high 60s to mid 70s, just maybe peaking around at the 80, whereas the E1 went that bit higher. And hopefully if we've got the mic set up, you'll have actually told the difference between the two in terms of the actual clarity. So like I say, it's by no means scientific. Both devices had all of their settings turned up to the maximum to give you the best sound possible. So there's our little hands-on comparison of the speakers on the Sony Xperia E1 against the HTC One M8.